Hi everyone, it's Sue here. Oh, hope you're doing okay and that you've had a lovely weekend. It's Monday today in the UK. It's a bank holiday Monday, an extra bank holiday Monday for the coronation that took place at the weekend of King Charles III. My husband's working, his company only allow their employees to have 8 bank holidays a year, and it's in their contract. So if your contract says all bank holidays, then obviously you get any extra bank holidays that crop up during the year for any specific reasons, such as the coronation. And if it just says 8 bank holidays a year, then you just get the standard 8 bank holidays, which is good anyway. And he said he was quite happy to go in, you know, wasn't too bothered. Anyway, today I'm doing another one of RachandBellacrafts hashtag 100 days RAB, and it's day 9. And this one is, she's called it Let's Make a Pocket Out of Scraps. And so you need a piece of a base piece, basically, that is the size, well, it's the size you want it to be, basically, but she said she was using the size of a journal page. So I've got this book page here, and I'm going to use this. I think I like the colour of it. So I'm going to tear it in half. Well, I'm going to make mine just, let's see, I think I'll make mine 5 inches wide. So let's mark that. 5 inches, and let's see how tall this is. This is 8.5. I think I'm going to make mine 6 inches. I don't want mine too big. This will go into my stash probably. So I'm just going to tear that down there. And let's measure that again, because I think I've torn my mark off, which I always do that. So I said 6 inches, didn't I? Well, it's to go on a page, so we'll make it 7. And my journals are usually no taller than about 8 or 9 inches anyway. So this is our base piece, okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some scraps, any scraps, be any theme you want, and we're going to collage it. So I've got some glue book here. And I was thinking, how wide again is that? 5. So I just say in centimetres, it is 12.5 centimetres approximately, and just under 18 centimetres tall. Okay. So I've got a pile of scraps, and I've tried to sort of make them kind of, you know, we'll go together, if you like. So let's have a look and see what we'll use. Okay, I've got this one here, so I think we'll have a piece of this, and I'm using all sorts of paper, thick bits, thin bits. I love this paper, actually. That would make a nice journal card to go in it, maybe. Perhaps we won't tear that one up. I do this all the time. I have scraps and then I can't bear to use them. So let's have a long piece, just taking the edges off. So it won't take too long to collage this. So maybe we'll have that down there. And what else? Oh, we've got this here, which is possibly similar page to that one. Paddy dog. Oh, now he decided Majestic, please ignore him. He's obviously decided that somebody's around. Don't know who. It could be the postman, because our normal postman is actually on holiday. And the other postman, and he normally comes, our normal postman normally comes quite early in the day, around sort of between 10:30 and 11. And this one, who's covering him, it comes later on, so it could be the postman, I don't know. Or he might think somebody's outside. So there's a nice square piece there. Well, it's not square, rectangle, which we could maybe put down there. And let's see, what else have we got? This paper, it's a little bit shiny, but it's pretty. There's a scrap here of some roses. That's pretty. Or maybe we'll put that over there, like so. What else have I got? One piece here with some roses on. So I'm just taking the edge off that. I'm taking that down a bit, because we're going to have too many rectangles otherwise. So that's, perhaps could go there. So, you know, just collage however you normally would. Let's have a different colour. Let's have some of this lovely purpley blue, which we could possibly pop in there. That's quite nice. Covering up those. Maybe we'll move that one up here. Paddy's convinced there's somebody about. I suppose I shouldn't really stop him, because he is a good guard dog. Not that this time of the afternoon, it's only kind of 1:30 or something. He would necessarily think there was someone around, but you just never know, do you? So let's pop that one maybe there, and then we just want one more small piece. That's quite nice. Oh, we've got a piece of this. Maybe we'll have a strip off of here. And that could possibly go across there like that. So that's quite nice. And then what you can do is you can have a centerpiece in there. I haven't got anything out. Let me think, what could we put in there as a centerpiece? Maybe a nice big flower. I've got some fussy cuts. Something as a centerpiece. A lot of these Reader's Holden fussy cuts at the moment that I've got out, because I was thinking of, well, I'm not thinking of, I am making, haven't finished it yet, a die cut journal in Edith Holden theme. So, well, we could think about putting something in the middle. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? That'd be something that stands out, I think. Yeah, I never thought about that. I didn't think about something to go in the centre. Or maybe a nice bird would be nice. This is a nice bird here. Anyway, let's stick these down. I'm not going to distress them. I'm just going to stick them down, and I'm going to use a combination of glues because some of the paper is thicker than others. So let's start. This is quite thick, and it's sort of not plasticky, but it feels like that on the back. So I think art glitter is probably better than glue stick. So I'm going to pop that down there like that, and glue stick for this piece. Well, I didn't hear anyone outside, and I'm at the front, working at the front of the house, so I didn't hear anything. So I don't know what Paddy thought he heard, but they've got very keen hearing, haven't they, dogs? So apparently they can hear. Well, I'm pretty sure he can hear my husband leaving work, and that's a few miles away from here, but he's always on alert right at the time when he's due to come out of work, before he's even set off. So yeah, he has got very keen hearing. It's probably somebody, we've got a circular estate, it's only a small one, but it's probably somebody round the back of the circle that he can hear, talking even. No one else is allowed to live around here or talk. Now, I had this piece down here, didn't I? I think we'll leave that down here. I'm wondering if that's too dark, you know. I do like it, but if I want to put something in there, then maybe something a bit less dark. So perhaps maybe we'll take another strip of this and we'll put a strip of that down here, like so. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Changed my mind. These are just bits of pieces of digitals that were left over from different things. It doesn't matter if you go over the edge. Okay, so now I'm going to put that down there. I think we'll have it that way up. Just get my dry cloth. Okay, and then right, so now I need to find something else to go in there. I think we have this palish. This is quite pale. We'll pick out the palest bits, I think. This is a piece of Janie B's, one of her background sheets, digitals. We'll have that there. And I'm going to put that there. And then I must find a strip of something, which was this, wasn't it? I don't like that now. Let's look for a plain strip of something. Just seeing if I've got anything on my desk that will do. We've got some tea and coffee dye paper, so I think I'm going to use some of that. Strips, which I tend to keep. Just to cover up that last piece. Right, okay. Right, so just going to trim off the edges. Now, I've never made one of these before, so I didn't make a prototype this time. Sometimes it's nice to kind of watch it evolve, isn't it? So we've got that, and we want to maybe have something in the middle of it, but we're not sure what, so we can think about that towards the end, I think. So the next thing we're going to do, I'm just moving a couple of bits out of the way, is we want quite a tough strip that we can have 4 pieces of, that will make a clasp. So we're going to have a piece from there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there, and they will tie. So it's going to be kind of a clasp effect. Now, Rachel from RachandBellacrafts, she made 4 clasps that were approximately 3 inches and folded. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So we've got to find a piece that we think is strong enough, or you can double up some pieces, that is going to give me a clasp. Okay, a set of 4 clasps. So I've got this green, that would be quite nice to have 4 clasps. So I've got to see if I can get, this is a scrap, so I want to see if I can actually get 4 pieces out of this. So I want 3 inches, so this is actually 6 inches long, so I'm going to mark 3 inches. Now I don't think it matters how wide it is. This piece is actually 2.5 inches wide, so hopefully you can see me. I just realised I might have been out of shot all that time. So I've collaged this with scraps. This was a piece of book page. I'm just saying that in case you didn't see me, because I've altered the camera angle, and I'm hoping, let me just pin that glue, I'm hoping that you saw it. So anyway, here's our piece. It's nearly the size of a journal page, depends on how big your journals are. You can make it whatever size you want. I want 4 clasps, and they're going to be 3 inches long, so that's my 3-inch mark. So I am going to use my guillotine, I think, just so that we've got a straight edge, really. If it's 3 inches, where would that, I'm just thinking suddenly, if it's 3 inches, this is 5, so 2.5 inches, yeah. And this is, so they might need to have 2 clasps, that's 7, so that would be 3.5. So probably need and you've got to allow for you've got to allow for this to be folded. So if we're saying that is there, that's enough to fold, and there, I can get 2 out of that end. But what about this end here? If it's top to there and then top to there, just about be able to fold some of that. Let's try anyway. Okay, so I made my 3-inch mark. Again, this is just a scrap. I just want to make sure that's a straight edge there. I don't think it is. Not quite. Okay, so now I just want to cut that in half. So it's 2.5, so it'll be 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches wide. So that's 2 clasps. Okay, and then we'll do the same with this one, and checking on the lines here that that's straight, and it is. I'm not sure this one is though. Let's check. I think that edge is slightly wider there. Right, okay, let's hope this works. Else I'll have to find another piece. So let's see if we've got enough for the class to meet. Only just got enough for them to fold over there, and here and here again we've just about got enough. So what we need to do now is, so that clasp is slightly wider than that one, and I want them the same. So I'm just going to my scissors and trim. And as it's lined on the back, it's a bit easier to see. But I want them the same. Let's check these. They look fine. They look okay, I think. Just a tiny bit. Okay. Right, now I have to decide how much I'm going to fold. So I'm going to have them that way around. Okay. And I think I'm going to fold there and there. So I'll just get my tiny scoreboard out and my, let me just see if I've got my tool handy. It's a bit too big. There we are, that one, that's fine. I'm just going to score mine down here. So like so, and then this one have to be scored in the same place. So hopefully those, yeah, those are the same, like so. So I think we bend them back like that. Okay, that's two. Let's work these ones out. Okay, so oh, I'm the wrong way, aren't they? I bet you were telling me. I was thinking there's an awful lot there. Okay, so I haven't got as much to overlap on these. We'll see if we can make it work. Right, let's score that one. Paddy, I know I heard a dog shaking its head, but other dogs live around here as well. This may not be long enough, this flap. I don't suppose they have to completely meet, actually, thinking about it. Maybe I'll just score that one a little bit wider. Like so. Okay, so we'll bend those over and that one. Right, okay, I'll just put that there. Now, so I'm going to round the corners of mine I'm just going to use the 7, I think. So I think they'll look nicer. It's always a good test of whether your pieces are straight, because this doesn't like corner rounding anything that's not. Okay, so I've made those. Oh, this pencil does my head in because it's always rolling about. Right, so I'm going to, the next thing before you glue them down is you're going to put a hole in here. Now you can do that with an awl, pokey tool, or I'm going to use my crocodile. My chair is squeaking then. So let's make a hole in here. I used a small hole. Maybe I should have had them together so that they were the same. So I can put that hole in roughly the same place. Okay, and we'll put those together. And just eyeballing it. Right, okay. Then I'll just get some eyelets. Oh, I remembered the name of them today. Aren't you impressed? Some eyelets. Now, do I want these eyelets? I think these would be okay. Let's use the... Ooh, I knew that would happen. I opened them the wrong way. Oh well, it doesn't matter. They're probably all going to go into a pot anyway. So there's some light grey ones there. Hopefully they'll go through that hole. I just realised I don't know if I've got any eyelets that fit this small hole, you know. Okay, so we make the holes bigger. Oh, so we have to use the bigger hole anyway, because I don't have eyelets small enough. I have looked for eyelets that are smaller, not standard, and We Are Memory Keepers don't seem to do them at all, which you'd think they would if they are producing a piece of equipment that has 2 holes in it. So the holes are much bigger on those. Well, let's... Yeah, I don't understand. I've looked on their website and they just don't do them. So if anyone knows where I can get compatible eyelets for the smaller hole, please let me know. I'd be very grateful. I dearly like some, actually. I like the small hole on here, but anyway, so let's put some holes, some eyelets in. We will use these. So these are kind of a light grey. I think that will be nice. Perfectly okay. Right, now this is my least favourite part. I do not like using this crocodile. Don't find it very easy to use. Oh, just hope that's... Oh, that's fine. Phew, that one was okay. Fingers crossed this one is as well. Just have to... I can just see that it's not sitting right. Well, that one was a disaster, and I have to try and I wonder if I can poke this through. I've poked that out, that's fine, it's completely ruined. Right, let me just see. Because the instructions that come with this are appalling, I think. For something that costs a lot of money, I think they've gone down in price now. I think it's A1, I think. I'm not sure. That's better. And we want one more, don't we? Because we've ruined one of them. So let's get one more out of here. Yeah, so if anyone knows where I can get them from and can send me a link, just send me a message. I'm on Facebook, Susan Reynolds or Sue Reynolds, and I'm on Instagram, Scrappy Doo Sue Crafts, and Etsy, and my email address is in my Instagram bio. Right, okay, so we've done that. So now we want to stick them down and hope that they work. So I think you can get the drift of what we're doing. So I'm going to stick this down. I'm just thinking of when they're stuck down, I don't want those corners to show, so I'm just going to snip those corners like that. A bit like you would for a pocket kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to do these first. Now, I think it has to be like that. I just said what I thought, didn't I? So I'm gluing the wrong side. So you're gluing the outside of that flap. We're gluing, oh my goodness, disaster. So we glued the outside of the flap, and I'm eyeballing where the centre is roughly, and I'm pressing that down like so. So that's one clasp down. Okay, so that's how it works. So this is the next one. Just give it a burnish. Right, that can go back in the pot if it's going to roll about the desk. I have no time for things rolling about on the desk, which I have no idea why they do that, except that it's obviously not straight. So I'm eyeballing the opposite one to make sure they line up like that, and it's on the edge there, and that's fine. They don't need to completely meet in the middle. Give that a press down like so, and that's the middle clasps done. Okay, so let's see, now we could bend these a little bit further away. So say we wanted them, I don't know, about there. This is why you have to kind of wait. That's why I left this one till last. So I'm just going to get that naughty tool out again. It keeps rolling about. It says it's not his fault, it's the desk, but right, so I am going to fold that down, just check before I do anything. So now I'm going to snip those corners off, just a little tiny snip, and then I'm going to measure that against this one, that fold, and just mark it there. And then, oh, see, the pencil's doing it now. I'll have to investigate this desk. I've looked at it once or twice. This gives me nightmares. I have to maybe put something under one side of it. I don't know. So that can go on the floor with everything else. Okay. Right, now we're going to just check these are going to look okay. I do like the green on the top there, and that's fine. I think what I've done is put the middle class a bit higher up. So I'm wondering, let me just have a look. If that one is there, I don't want that one to be smaller. I think that would be fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. Right, so I'm just gluing that outside flap. I mean, they are quite simple, just have to, you know, work the clasps. So I kind of want mine there. So while I've got some wiggle room, I can adjust it slightly. So that's good. Give that a press down. Okay. And then we want to do this one here. Okay, so I have to move that one over a bit. So I am going to fold mine a bit further down. So let's just see. They are the same, but I should have probably measured the middle for these two. Sort of make it there, I think. I'm just being a bit of a picky person at the moment. And being picky really doesn't matter. Okay, that's it now. So that is its fold. And before I change my mind, I'm going to put it down. You could make these clasps out of ribbon or something nice like that, I guess, and just tie them, you know. Right, so I want to make sure that needs to come down a bit. Yeah, that's okay. Right, so now I think I'm going to round my corners here and do it with the 10mm. Okay, just going to pin that glue. So that's the 10mm rounded corner, and then I want to put a piece of mine. So I'm just going to look for something, get something to tie this, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I found this lovely bird. And I quite like that little white edge around it. As I think it makes it stand out. So I think I'm going to pop that in the middle. And I think, I'm just thinking out loud now. I'm just wondering whether it would go nicely on the back of something like a piece of cheesecloth or something. So maybe if we had this green cheesecloth, so let's have a look. Say I cut, this doesn't tear very well. Oh, that was terrible cutting. Just cut that piece off, and then I can fray it, you see. Say I use this, and maybe it has to be glued flat actually, but just for instances I think it would be nice on a background of that. So I'm going to pop that down. I'm just going to try and straighten it out. And then I want to sort of have it. Well, how do I want it? Let's have a look. Do I want it like that? Or kind of something like that. So I'm going to kind of glue it down as best I can with some art glitter, because it does. So I'm just going to, that needed a bit more glue on it anyway. Just going to put some down in an area that will sort of grab it to start with, like so. And that'll be fine. And then I'm going to put my bird on the back there, like so. And it's just, the idea is to put some ephemera in this. And when you take the ephemera out, I thought it'd be nice to have something in the background, like this very pretty bird. Giving that a press down, like that. So that's kind of a nice piece to have in the background. And then say I haven't got anything out, but say this was a journal card, that would go in like that, and anything else you wanted to put in on top. So it could be quite a bit of ephemera. So, you know, again, I haven't got any journal cards out, but say, you know, there's another one there. Just, these are just examples, they're not journal cards, they're just shapes. Maybe, I don't know, that might be too big, that's too big, but you get the gist. That's if you've got some ephemera in. So I've got some garden twine, or I call it garden twine. So now I've got to thread this. I'm just going to cut this piece like so, because I'm just seeing how does it thread now. Let's see, project through that one. Let's see what this looks like. don't think I paid attention when Rachel was threading hers. So basically you want to just have it tied in the middle. That's probably not the right way to do it, but so she said thread them like a parcel, and so that would be like the journal cards inside, and then you just open it up and take them out. Now, how would I do it if I was making a parcel? Let me think about this, because I don't like that. Okay, so if we do that way, and then that would be how I would do it for parcel, I think, just the way I did it, more or less. I can't think of any other way to do it. So now my bow is going to be sort of horizontal. So you can see why I picked stiffer card for the clasps. So, I mean, I could cut that if I wanted, but that's it. That's the pocket. And then you'd have your ephemera behind there, and that would keep that all in. So that needs a bit of glue. So yeah, so you need to, maybe I should have waited for them to stick down before I put anything in. They look all right, just that one. That's better. Okay, so there it is. Okay, and we'd have a journal card like that, maybe. That's a nice journal card, I think. Okay, so that's it for today. And put these away while I'm, where's my pin? Pin the glue. And pop all this away. Okay, so that is day 9 of RachandBellacrafts hashtag 100 days RAB, and that's my version of it. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Certainly something I've learned new to make. Well, I really like it. I think it's a bit tight, so I'm just going to gently tie it like so. I think I'll leave them that long. I quite like that rusticy. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you soon. And I hope this new angle of camera is better. I'm trying to avoid the glare of the light, because I saw a couple of my own YouTube videos on the television the other day. My husband showed me how to get YouTube on the TV, and I thought that the whole thing looked very bright, and it's this light that he's put up under the shelf above my desk. It's like a strip light. Not sure if he can get a lower bulb for it, I don't know, but anyway, I thought I'd try this angle and see. So I'll probably get shocked when I see it. Anyway, speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.